as I mentioned before, that we are so open for the discussions, as far as in your inquiry about whether or not we want to expand our activities by doing the investment to your country. It's like we are also open for the discussion as well. If we can like collaborate to what you call it, to put of the beneficial of two countries, why not? You know, we will. Of course, every business in the world, I believe, we will see the details first. You know, the discuss first. What is your potential? What is our potential? This is what we can do. This is what we have a capacity to do. Blah blah blah. And we can almost we can always sit together and doing the focus discussion group or whatever we call it, to see the details.
We are particularly looking to benchmark on the issue of natural resources, especially on mining, and to congratulate and commend Indonesia for the step that you have taken to ensure that the Indonesian minerals and natural resources are processed and value added within Indonesia and not just as raw material for export. We are cognizant of the efforts of Indonesia to create a coalition or sort of an alliance of countries with the same ideology in terms of how to manage the natural resources. And Kenya is available and ready to partner and work with Indonesia to create that south-to-south partnership in terms of management of natural resources. And that is why we are here to learn how Indonesia is doing it, but also to create partnership between Indonesia companies and government, Kenyan companies and governments in the area of mining and exploitation of natural resources. Kenya is one of the market leaders in terms of geothermal, the seventh largest producer of geothermal, and we believe that Indonesia has got vast resources of geothermal, and we are here to see how we can be able to offer our experience and our expertise, given that Kenya, 92% of our energy is green, is clean, is renewable, and we believe that Indonesia also has got vast resources of renewable energy. And I think starting from the area of geothermal, we can be able to exchange a partnership which can see fast increase of exploited resources for geothermal, and also of other forms of renewable energy, wind, solar, and also waste to energy. So I think we have a good opportunity to create a very firm partnership that can be able to see our countries take some world leadership in this situation. On the area of blue economy and fisheries, we are aware that Indonesia has a very developed blue economy and fishery, and we are here to see how we can learn from each other, but also create a partnership between the private sector in Kenya and the private sector in Indonesia, the government of Kenya, the government of Indonesia in this area of blue economy and fisheries. As you mentioned, Kenya is now becoming a focal point in the area of pharmaceutical manufacturing ambitions in that direction, and it makes sense for us to be able to work together. As we speak, we have now a lot of companies that are migrating to Kenya, especially from South Asia and even Southeast Asia, to set up Kenya as a manufacturing point for pharmaceuticals and biotech manufacturing, and also from other countries. Moderna, one of the leading vaccine makers in the world, has just announced entry into Africa through Kenya, where we are going to set up in exactly 1 month from today. We are going to do groundbreaking for the Moderna factory, which is going to be the only factory for vaccine outside the United States for Moderna. And this is going to create a big movement of companies in biomed and in pharmaceutical and medical devices. A lot of companies we have from India, from Bangladesh, from Sri Lanka, all coming to take advantage of the availability of a lot of professionals and knowledge in the area of biomed, much more easier than you can be able to get in any other part of the world. Also, because we are touching also on the issue of bilateral trade agreement between Kenya and Indonesia, in terms of also the agreement in the area of marine protection and environment protection that we are discussing. This is our role, and our role should end there, and also on the pharmaceuticals. Once our role ends there with this agreement and with creating the right signal and the right sort of enabling environment, the rest is really for the G2G. Whether it is in the area of textile and apparel, whether it is in the area of beef and meat, in the area of pharmaceutical, in the area of mining, in the area of batteries, in the area of geothermal. It is for our respective business people to work together. And I see a very, very, very good, strong relationship because, as I have said before, your approach is our approach. We are practical and we are transactional. We want it to happen. We don't want to spend a lot of time in the boardrooms and paperwork. We want to see actual deals happening and actual investment happening. So again, I want to take this opportunity to thank you and your delegation for welcome, and we look forward to a very fruitful discussion for the next 3 days. Thank you. Kenya has got abundant resources in the areas of livestock and meat, and we believe that we can have an exchange program to enable Indonesia to access our beef, our live animals, our meat, and this is a low-hanging fruit in terms of what we can be able to achieve. Indonesia is also a global leader in the area of batteries, coming from your vast resources of nickel, and also we are here to see how we can be able to create a partnership that can enable Indonesian companies to work with Kenyan companies in the area of not only traditional batteries, dry cell batteries, but also EV, the electric vehicle batteries, and also batteries for intermittency of wind and solar. Because as we move to the wind and solar, the need for intermittency batteries is growing, and we think that we can be able to put together our two countries to work together.
They must invest in a long-term marine conservation management.
Commercial base. Next. So I think that's a glance of
We recognize that and the potential for the
Kenya and Indonesia. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pak Sigit.
In the package, and everybody can buy it, being in the supermarket.
sector is growing and we have enormous potential. We still have
So maybe Pak Sigit from our Blue Ocean fishery industries from Indonesia is explaining a little bit, Pak.
Thank you.
So fish is like one of the sources is like we. So there's next
That we want to see. Sometimes maybe one industries that is other than what we already provide you, Ambassador.
Focusing on three business segments in fisheries. First one is like fish processing and trading.
Let me say from the beginning that Kenya is inspired by the development part of Indonesia. Our two
Rekan Presiden juga
Kuria, one of the leading state-owned construction company. So after hearing your explanation, I think we should.
Investment and Trade and His Excellency, the Ambassador of Kenya to Indonesia.